Leann is a Netflix original sitcom from sitcom icon Chuck Lorre. The show released its 16-episode season on Netflix about a month ago. I finished watching it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so this is a show about where Leann Morgan, who is a creator of the show, along with Chuck Lorre and a woman named Susan McMartin, who was a major writer on another Chuck Lorre series, Mom. But Leann Morgan basically plays a variation of herself. The show is very much a kind of a star vehicle for her, where she's a middle-aged woman who suddenly has the experience of her husband leaving her for another woman. He ends up getting the other woman pregnant, and she kind of has to start over, and she focuses on the relationship that she has with her sister, played by Kristen Johnson, also from Mom. You know, she's got her elderly parents, and she's also got two grown kids, but kind of like Everybody Loves Raymond, this show is not really so much about the kids. They're there, they have decent roles, but they're not hugely significant. We also got a couple other characters. Those are the main ones. You got she has this kind of busybody, Karen-ish type neighbor, played by Jayma Mays, or Jyma, from Glee. And she's kind of enjoyable, she starts off as like this kind of busybody, Karen type character, but throughout the season we get to see a bit of a different side where, a little more three-dimensional. Their friendship is one that becomes closer. Her husband, who is, eventually becomes the ex-husband, is played by Ryan Stiles, who you may know from Whose Line Is It Anyway?, The Drew Carey Show. He also played Judith's new husband on 2.5 Men. This is a good show. You have a multi-cam, laugh track, sitcom, or live audience, so if that's not the kind of show that you're into, this isn't, going to be the one that sways you, but I found myself enjoying the show. I found it to be, I started off a little slow, but quickly became a very nice, enjoyable, kind of breezy comfort watch. It does deal with kind of the serious issue of divorce, but it never gets too heavy, despite being, never the same people involved with Mom. It doesn't get to that level of drama or heaviness, not even really the same level as something like Young Sheldon. It does do what I know Chuck Lorre likes to try to do with his sitcoms, especially in recent years, where he likes to make them about kind of like real issues as opposed to just like wacky antics that he had kind of more of in his earlier stuff. And it definitely has that, dealing with the issue of, the main theme is about like starting over later in life. And it's very much that. I think the main character of Leann is a very likable, sympathetic character who you do enjoy watching going on this journey. We see her, kind of navigating her family life, getting involved with dating again and all that stuff. And it's pretty enjoyable to watch. One interesting casting choice we have here is her elderly father is played by the same actor who played Sean's dad on Boy Meets World. He's pretty good. All the actors here do a pretty good job. And yeah, it's just kind of a nice, enjoyable show with something that I think makes a nice comfort watch, but has enough substance and good, writing to it where I think it can kind of, it's something that you can enjoy watching if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. Season, like I said, has 16 episodes, which is a very odd amount for a streaming show, or I guess any show. I'm not sure exactly why they did that particular amount, but it does, I think, suit the show well. It's enough to kind of tell the story that it wants to tell in this first season, and to develop these characters and make you care about them. So yeah, check it out on Netflix, season 1. It's worth watching, I'd say.